Good morning. Hopefully, you guys had a great weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Hopefully, you had a great Father's Day. I know I did with my kids. My kids did something really neat. They they got with their mom and they wrote this story and then they made pictures for each part of the story. So, as you can imagine, I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old doing this. And so the pictures were hilarious that they made for the story, but it was awesome. So they made me this whole book and story that they drew all the pictures for in, which is pretty awesome. Thought today for the Monday Mindset, what better way to start off Monday than to share with you guys and have you reflect on what's the best advice you were given by your father. And I was thinking about this over the weekend, right? As we think about Father's Day and reflect on fathers and, what they've given to us. And it's a great way to, spend some time, one, showing gratitude, being thankful. I know not everybody was blessed with a great father. So those of us who are, it's been a true blessing. I know I was blessed with an amazing father, and I wrote him a message, and I said to him, there's so many things that he did that encouraged and supported me and provided for me, and all the sacrifice and being there for me. Ed Milet has a great saying, though, that he says in life, more is caught than ever taught. And I told my dad, I said, that's the real value of having a father like you, is watching you and your love for your family, the way you sacrificed and worked 3 jobs, your love for the Lord as a pastor and how you've lived your life. Yes, you taught me all about God and theology and doctrine and all these things, but I've learned more and have been influenced more in my faith by watching him live his life and how he actually has lived out what he truly believes. I told him, you actually walk the talk where so many people fall down. You have lived a great life and have served the Lord well. You've served your family well. You've served my mom, your wife well. And more is caught in life than ever taught. And having him as an example, that is really, a huge takeaway for all of you in your business as leaders, in your relationships, that it doesn't matter as much what you say. It matters way more what you do, as we all know. And so would you say, as you reflect on your life and how you've led in your business, that people are catching from you who they should be, that you're living it out, that you're not just preaching it, but you're actually, or teaching it, you're actually living it out. Because I think, about my father, and I go, that is the thing I'm most thankful for, that he actually lived out the principles that he taught me. But there are also 2 other things that I want to share with you that I think will help you in your business, that I've shared with multitude of my staff members over the years that really came directly from my dad. And, one of the things that my father taught me about work ethic and about integrity is this. And I think they're very similar in this regard. Work ethic, you have to have in business to succeed. You have to have in life to succeed, right? Discipline ultimately is one of the skill sets and one of the things you have to master in your life if you want to be successful in anything that you do. And, my father said a lot that integrity is you doing the right thing when nobody is watching. That's true integrity, that you do the right thing because it's the right thing, not because of the rewards you'll get, not because of people watching you or the consequence that might come. It's you're doing the right thing because it's the right thing. That's true integrity. And work ethic is very similar. Work ethic is showing up, doing the things you need to do with the greatest attitude for long periods of time. That's what work ethic is. And most of the time with work ethic, we usually can work hard when people are watching. We can work hard when there's a promotion on the line. We can work hard on our first weeks on the job, but can you work hard when you are beaten down, when you're tired, when you don't want to actually make that next phone call, when you don't want to go to that next event? Can you show up then and do the thing you need to do with the highest attitude? Can you do that? That's true work ethic. And my challenge for myself is to constantly remind myself that, Luke, work ethic is like integrity. Are you going to do the right thing when no one's watching? Are you going to show up when you don't feel like it? The saying goes, the hardest day to go to the gym is the day you don't want to. Or sorry, the most important time to go to the gym is the day you don't want to. And the heaviest weight at the gym is the front door. That's the saying. And work ethic is that way, is the most important time to put in the work is the day you don't feel like it. That's the most important time to put in the work. The most important time to put in the work is when nobody's watching. Most successful people, it's from years and years. It's not overnight success, as they say. It's 20 years of overnight to get to success. And it's stacking the cinder blocks day after day, month after month, year after year, and then they make it. And I want to challenge you in your work ethic today that, hey man, you might be feeling a little down this morning. You might be feeling a little sick this morning. This is Monday mindset. You got to get your mind right. Are you showing up when nobody's watching? Are you doing the right thing because it's the right thing and having integrity? And then the next thing that my father taught me, right, not only about work ethic and integrity, but he also taught me about preparation. That you have to, if you want to have confidence, you have to have competence, and competence comes from preparation. Confidence comes from your ability to put in the work and prepare, so you show up, and when the opportunity arrives, you've actually practiced, you're actually prepared. And you're only going to get that if you, not just in my dad telling it, this is why I'm so blessed to have a dad that actually lived it, but you're going to see it modeled out in successful people. I always use the extreme example of like a Tom Brady, right? Because he's the GOAT, the greatest of all time when it comes to quarterbacks. That man, if you read about TB12, his whole training regimen, if you read about his life, almost to the point of destruction, honestly, he was obsessive about it. But this man measured everything in his life. Like he measured everything he eats, his sleep, his water intake, the coffee, the workouts, the film room. He measured everything. Why? Because he knows that he wants to track and measure everything and be prepared so he can stack, as Alex Hormozy always says, you can stack so much evidence for yourself that you're ready, and that evidence will give you the confidence. So, confidence doesn't come from just affirmations in the mirror, although I do believe giving yourself affirmations is a good thing. But if all you do is give yourself affirmations in the mirror, you will have no actual true confidence. But if you have a confidence built on a stack of evidence of your preparation, that will influence you greater than you could believe. And here's the key, which ties back to the integrity piece that I got from my dad, right? It's like integrity is doing the right thing because it's the right thing. If you want to be a person of integrity, though, you also got to be true to the things that you commit to. And this is where preparation really rubber meets the road, is most people fall down. They have these goals, they have these dreams, they have these things that they want to accomplish. They set these targets, but every day when they wake up, they don't live them. They say they're going to get up at 4 a.m. in the morning and get to the gym, but they don't do it. And guess what happens? Every time you do that, where you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, guess what erodes? Your confidence. Why? Because your integrity erodes. A person who is authentically confident, they have such a strong integrity with themselves because they have the stack of evidence of preparation and they have the stack of proof that they do what they say they're going to do. And I want you to think about that. I don't want you to miss that. Do you have a stack of evidence of preparation, and do you have a stack of evidence that you do what you say you're going to do? That when you say you're going to wake up at 4 a.m. and get to the gym, you actually do that. When you say you're going to call your parents, every 2 weeks to keep in touch and build a relationship, you actually do that. When you say you're going to spend more time with your kids, you actually do that. Do you have integrity in your life? Because if you're not in integrity and in alignment with yourself and what you say you're going to do, that erodes your confidence. And your confidence is what influences your ability to act. And action, right? Take action is the key to success. You can't just think about things and analyze them all day. You actually have to go out there and do. It's the doers who win. It's the people in the arena who win. And in order to get into the arena and have the confidence to keep going, you actually have to have confidence influenced by your integrity, influenced by your preparation. And so as I reflected on my dad this weekend and reflected on all the things that he has taught me and so much more, those are just 3 things that came to mind very quickly for me that I go, man, I'm so thankful that my dad actually lived out what he preached and taught. And I was able to catch it more than him actually just teaching me it. I'm so thankful he taught me what true integrity is, what true work ethic is. And I'm so thankful that he taught me that, hey, Luke, if you want to show up every single day, you have to have confidence. That confidence actually comes from your preparation. That confidence actually comes from your integrity of doing what you say you're going to do. That's the key. So guys, that's my money mindset for you. Hope you had a great Father's Day. I will tell you this. Get out there with intention this week. Win for you, win for your clients, win for your family. Don't just drift through the week. Get out there with intention. Get into integrity and alignment. Watch your confidence grow. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in.